It is a flyweight championship fight between Demetrious Johnson and Joseph Benavidez. So here he is, the #1 flyweight contender, looking to change that title here in 25 minutes or fewer and leave as the undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world. What a run to contention it has been for this young man. He has put together a long winning streak. He's got the finishes to make the fans happy. He's done everything to position himself for this type of championship opportunity. Now, under the lights, we'll see what he can do with it. All right, so here we go with this UFC flyweight championship fight, and there is the man out of the red corner, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion, making his way to the octagon. He's defended this belt before. This is not new territory for this young man who believes that the rest are just the rest. He believes he is the best at 125 pounds and looking to prove just that here tonight. All right, let's get you the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. Benavidez is 5 years the elder. He is 2 inches taller. Johnson will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC flyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 8 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Joseph "Joe B1 Kenobi" Benavidez. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. Fighting out of Parkland, Washington, USA, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson!
You ready?
All right, so the fight is underway. We will see how it plays out. It's a pick-em fight according to Las Vegas, and really hard to think of a weakness that we've seen on film from either guys in their UFC careers.
I feel like both of these guys are the top of the food chain. They're the best of the best that we can put inside the octagon. They are so well-rounded. They have every skill, and that is going to be on display tonight in these key matchups. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
All right, so there's the early takedown. He told us on Thursday he didn't necessarily see a path to victory if he couldn't get takedowns. That is certainly a good sign.
Right away, he got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's going to try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke.
Oh, nice job using.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off of his back, DC. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Effective punch there by Benavidez. Lands flush with the left hand. Johnson. Nice kick to the body for Benavidez. Oh, spinning back fist. He didn't telegraph that one at all.
You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Joseph Benavidez.
Good stick.
Changes levels now, DC.
Oh, man, he was in a single, got to a high crotch. Oh, he flipped him over the top. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's attacking armbar now.
Nicely done. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates this space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
5 minutes in the books. All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
You ready? You ready?
All right, here we go with round 2.
Ooh, what a punch.
Tried to set up the straight left, but he missed.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing, Muscle.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Unable to connect with the right.
You can really limit the mobility of your opponent with those leg kicks. Real sneaky body kick.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent. Oh, man, head kick lands.
Just missed with the left there. And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Real quick leg.
Nice punch by Benavidez. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round 1. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Well, the opponent seemed to think he had shored up the takedown defense. It did not hold up there.
It may feel good in practice, but you don't know until the guy knocks. The guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
20 seconds left. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. 10 minutes in the books.
You're fine. Just a little blood. You've been here before. You've been cut. No worries. We like the taste of our own blood. Now's the chance to go out.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
You ready? You ready?
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
What a punch.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to pile up these body shots here in the latter stages of this fight. You didn't see a lot of that in the earlier rounds, making up for lost time here. Looks like he's trying to set up a takedown here. There's the attempt.
What a body kick.
He blocks the punch.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Another shot lands upstairs.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
They continue to exchange. Immediately gets the underhook.
Oh, he better start moving. He can't take too many of those uppercuts.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Fantastic takedown.
Nice hammer fist. All right, less than 3 minutes to go now in round 3.
Now he's gonna attack the triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against.
And he's out. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Closed guard. Good work from the top here by Johnson. And he landed the right hand there. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, feet on the hips here. Benavidez has got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
He's attacking guillotine.
And he's out. Both fighters get up now.
Beautiful strike.
20 seconds to go. Back and forth we go. Pinpoint accuracy on that kick.
No wind up, no tell, just a brutal kick.
That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, the action continues here and now as our next round gets underway. The previous round won't be confused for a round of the year, but pretty good action.
It was a pretty good round. Not every round is going to have you standing up out of your seat. You understand that you are watching the highest level of fighting in the entire world in the UFC.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Big knee lands right to the opponent's midsection.
Oh, strong punch there by Benavidez. Just out of range with the big right hand.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Johnson gets lit up by that straight punch. Oh, and there's a land with the kick, so certainly a good sign for him there.
When that's working, you know he's in for a good night.
Tries the flying knee to no avail. Nice leg kick there by Johnson.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch.
Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a combo. I want the whole platter. Give him the whole platter. Your man, put some punches together. Make this guy take the whole thing. Give him more than one strike. You have now found a setup punch. The jab is landing consistently. Find something that's going to go behind it. Elbow deep, takes it for a ride. What a high-impact takedown that was.
All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Benavidez. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
Are you ready? You ready?
Fifth and final round. With conviction to the body goes Benavidez. Oh, nice straight left there. Benavidez's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he going to follow this one up? Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Benavidez.
Another beautiful takedown land.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be a plenty. from this position.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Arch, a good ground and pound by him here. Certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, nice.
Game of inches right there, boys. Wow.
Here, DC, he is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Oh, that was a really nice takedown.
All right, side control now. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. Attacking armbar.
Posturing up now.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC flyweight champion of the world, Joseph Benavidez.
Oh, I'm flying out of my seat. We got a new UFC flyweight champion tonight, DC. We knew it was going to take a big effort to dethrone the champion. He gets it done.
I mean, the excitement that you showed was shared by the entire arena by this great performance. No one thought that he could get the job done. Tonight, he shocks the masses and becomes